So I'm here.
That's it too. That's the two of us.
Hey guys, what's up? What up? What's up? It's your girl Tasha. It's Friday. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm excited about today. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about today. For many, many reasons. You guys know that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. You guys know that I have taken my love for helping people get through tough stuff. As a social worker, as a clinician, therapist, whatever you call it, for me, it's just being a servant based leader. And I have taken that passion to the online streets with the hopes of connecting, locking arms with you so that together we heal and we move forward in the things that we're called to do. I absolutely love it. I get to color outside the lines. I get to be creative. I get to be my authentic self. I get to infuse my cultural reflectiveness, okay, my hood skills, my street creed, my college education, my ups and my downs and around and rounds, and God's keeping power. So I get to do that, and it just feels so doggone good. And so today, this afternoon or this evening, I will be with other social workers who always telling me that I'm always putting them up to something. But they too agree, whether they retired or whether they are working all day in various capacities. They have locked arms with me for our fifth annual Matters of the Heart Mother's Day. We usually do a brunch, but this year we're going to do kind of like a dinner type thing, very informal, like no formal attire needed. But we're literally going to honor mothers on today, a mother's journey, whether you adopted, whether you have infertility issues, whether your mom has gone on to be with the Lord, whether you have mother daughter conflicts, whether you a God mom, a community mom. Y'all know motherhood is very eclectic, it's very divine, right? And so sometimes when we go through these Mother's Day series, I know the Lord always allowed me to serve outside of the context of what we talk about in a normal. I know for sure that Mother's Day is not always happy for many reasons. And so I am super excited, one, because I didn't realize we were on our fifth year of honoring a mother's journey. We have been on the fifth year of women from all different races and backgrounds and journeys coming up under one roof, whether it's virtual or in person, really just relaxing. And so that is why I'm excited because A, we getting mothers that have been laid up since COVID, depression has hit, anxiety is through the roof, PTSD, and yet you still slide to the stove and cook up some meals and putting sandwiches together and being the sister, the friend, the wife, the grandma, and you're doing all of those things with the same energy that you had. So we want to honor mothers on tonight. We're going to honor mothers because without you, I seen someone post the other day about when the grandmothers and the mothers pass away, the family unit just falls apart. Siblings are not hanging out together. At least once or twice a year, When grandma called people for Sunday dinner, people show up whether they get along or not. So basically, it's just reinforcing the power of the mother structure, the mother legacy, the mother go get itness, and cut that mess outness. So we are honoring mothers on tonight. For some of you guys that have little people, go ahead and get your childcare set up. You're only going to be there like an hour, 0.5, hour, 30 minutes. And this is the kind of thing that we have to start doing. You have to make time. You have to prioritize the things that you need right now. All of this busyness running around and, oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. I am with a group of individuals that can honestly have fed back to me that they missed some of their biggest blessings because of busyness. They won tremendous amount of money in raffles and they haven't claimed their prizes. Why? Because they haven't even checked their text or emails. And so I'm asking you, like, in the name of being all over the place, what do you think you missing out on because you're not focused on the right things right now? You're not prioritizing the things that you need right now. I'm telling you, when you begin to start unbusying yourself and putting so many demands on yourself, there's things you're missing out on. There's an individual that I know, several have not claimed a free prize. Somebody trying to bless them and they don't even know that the blessing is sitting on their email. So what is it costing you to be busy and you missing out on when people want to bless you? So I'm excited about tonight. I want you guys to come out. If you are not in the Fresno area, I want you to get on that virtual link. I want you to meet other amazing individuals. I want you to wear your relaxed attire. I want you to get used to being served with no strings attached. I want you to be able to normalize having board games and doing little fun Connect Four games like we did back in the day. I want you to experience your mental wellness regimen as a whole culturally reflective way in which you move. Therapy is not what y'all see on these Lifetime movies. We have been able to be a part of some journeys with some amazing families, people talking again. This is Memorial Day weekend. You got fathers going back home to make it right with their kids. They're co-parenting in healthy ways. It is not because they're sitting up online and hoping and wishing and talking about it. These are individuals because a mother has set the tone that we have got to do better as a family unit. So I am super excited about tonight. I'm excited that women that have been laid up behind the computer, depressed since COVID, gaining weight, beating yourself up about the weight gain, falling out with Charles and James, moving kids back in the home. Money is funny, change is strange. And now tonight they saying, look, straight up, straight out, I am not finna do that for my Memorial Day weekend. I'm honoring that mother that's listening to me right now. I'm honoring that mother that feel like she wants to throw in the towel. She wants to walk away from her baby. She loves them so much, but she don't believe that they are well off with her. That's the spirit of depression. Because depression tells you that you are of no value to those who really, really love you. They can speak to you. You can speak to a depressed person all day and all night. You can give them flowers. You can give them hugs and love. You can give them money. You can give them vacations. You can give them a detailed car wash. But when a person is experiencing depression, he or she don't believe any of that stuff to be true. And that is why I want you guys to understand when a person is suffering with mental illness, you're not going to always understand why he or she do what they do. This is not talking about, dismissing accountability for what's going on with some individuals. It's just for some of you guys that are really nasty sometimes to your loved ones or people at work or within yourself. Let's just make it about us right now. So let's just say in your mind, you like, dang, Tasha, I can't even get up. I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to clean this house. I was supposed to soak these greens and get myself together and get myself all together. And I just can't do it no more. I don't have no energy, girl. It's something going on. I don't know what. The fire is just gone. I don't know. Don't you know that sometimes you can be internally telling yourself that you're a failure, you're a bad mom, right? You start to get irritable, fussing and cussing the dog and the kids out, the man out. And don't you know that some of the signs of depression is you lose interest in the things that you used to find pleasurable? Sometimes your energy is super low when you're depressed. As a therapist, we always, when we're on journeys with individuals, we're always really working with the doctors as well, because we're encouraging you, go to your primary care physician, make sure you're getting your physicals and your checkups and things, make sure they're ruling out thyroid issues. You guys know I've been open about my thyroidectomy journey and what that was like for me to have blackout spells several times in a year, even at the stove cooking for my family, just literally blacked out. And so at the time, they kept thinking, oh, okay, she's diabetic. Let's test her for diabetes. And that was never the case. It was a thyroid that had tumors wrapping around my vocal cords, which was restricting my airway. And do you know any type of thyroid issue, whether it's a hypo or hyperthyroidism, one is super active and one is underactive? Do you know that there's a direct correlation between thyroid issues and depression? You're going to have low energy. You're going to have sometimes a foggy brain where you're losing stuff and you put your keys over here and you're losing them. And it's not like, okay, you at Costco or Walmart and you park in a parking lot and you forget where you park from. We're not talking about that, because that happened to a lot of us. But I'm telling you, like, I'm talking to the individual that your brain is so foggy that you in the middle of doing something. And you in the middle of doing it, forget what you're doing. You're in the car, you're driving someplace, and you're supposed to exit such and such, and you literally forgetting where you're going. Your brain is just foggy. And some of you guys don't realize that you need to be talking to your doctor. And you guys know that, we Google stuff, we on TikTok finding out stuff. You're conversing with your doctor about what you're finding these days, because, let's be honest, Black folks, my brown folks may say the same, but you know me, I stay in my lane. I speak as an African-American woman in my experience. And you guys know that the medical care in our country is not always favorable. In other words, you can go to a physical every year and they can tell you everything is fine. But you know your body more than anybody. You know the symptoms that you have more than anybody. So it is up to you to follow up. Okay, just like with my thyroid situation, the doctor explained to me, your thyroid blood panels was always fine. It tells me that your thyroid is working. It does not tell me if your thyroid is working properly. That is what the doctor told me, the endocrinologist. They had to do an ultrasound on the thyroid based on the symptoms of being super tired, foggy brain, having some depression visit me, right? Loss of energy, and all of those different things. So the reason why I'm very open about that is because some of you guys, as it relates to where you are now, you might be thinking that you just can't get up because of what's going on, or you just can't get up because you're lazy, or you feel like you just can't get up because the kids is wearing you out. And those are environmental things around you that may be adding to it. But the core thing could be an underlying medical issue. You could have some situational depression based on grief and loss. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you lost your own identity. Maybe you are, transitioning to a new job. Maybe you are, dealing with the diagnosis from the doctor. Maybe you relocated and you're adjusting to a new environment. And so those different situations, you guys, they could be some of those signs. Hey, Lonnie Styles, those can be some signs that you may be having some depression going on. And sometimes you're sitting up here thinking, girl, I just can't find myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired of living weekend to weekend. And I want to honor you on this afternoon. We're really honoring your journey as a mother. Because when you get up, and like I was looking on The Color Purple, they had oh, is that cuz? I was looking at Color Purple, and they was just really doing a clip about what they're doing with the Color Purple that's coming out in December. And when you're looking at the different generational of women, You have Fantasia, who dropped out of school, had a baby young. You had Oprah being molested and all of that when she was young. Taraji P and all of the different other ones. What do you see in that? Hey, best friend in Dayton, how you doing? Girl, congratulations, girl, to your niece that graduated. I saw the post. I'm like, hey, I'm so excited. Because tonight, sis, this is our 5th year of honoring a mother's journey. And sis over here in Facebook, she is in Dayton, I want to say Ohio. We're online besties, and one day soon we'll meet in real life. But maybe she's the world's greatest aunt. She's still a mother, a community-based mother. We're honoring you on today. Even if you're not in Fresno at the actual venue tonight, I want you guys to pull up on that link because we're honoring you in a world that tells you to keep doing more, get through your pain, hurry up and suck in your tears because these kids need you. Your sisters and them want you. Your job wants you. For some of y'all business owners, y'all know it's not easy being a business owner. Some days you want to quit. Okay, Mother's Day done came up. That's triggering you. This is why every year for Mother's Day, I don't do a happy Mother's Day brunch because it's not always happy for many, many reasons. We do it at the end of the month. And I thank God for this weekend. I was just telling my husband for 8 years, we was always in Reno for the Hoop It Up tournament when my son was in basketball. So literally some of my basketball parents are on the road headed to Vegas and Reno because the big Hoop It Up tournament for eons of years is going on this weekend. So for some of you guys that can't make it because you're on the road, you're doing your Memorial Day thing, safe travels to you, but we know that we're here with you in spirit. But for some of you guys that's sitting at home, or that you need to be encouraged, you need community, you need people that's going to support you, you need to have a space where, girl, you sit down old school style and just relax, then this is why I made this for you guys. Because you can't keep pressing. I don't care how much money you have. Like they had Will Downing on the Tamara Hall show the other day, and he really was opened up about how his daughter struggled with mental illness, and she struggled and she ended up committing suicide. Suicide, you guys, cut off options. It cuts it off completely. That is why I'm telling you guys, based on what someone is going through, you have a friend, a sister, an auntie, or uncle, or men, they hide their depression so good. And some of y'all just be thinking, oh, well, that person is the Bank of America CEO. They got it going on. They don't have depression. Depression don't have no regard to the human experience. Sometimes you can have situational depression hit you. The check didn't come in the mail. You got bills due the first of the month. You still getting over something that popped off in COVID. Then you got kids that got ear infections. Okay. Then your man tripping. He not really telling you what's going on. He wants you to figure him out. Turn around. If he got some urges and splurges, you got to have your wifely duties and handle all of that on the other end. And so what really happens is the part of you that deserve you to yourself get drowned up in all of that. That's why we honoring you tonight. We're pulling out the board games. We're really going heavy in mindfulness. If you're not in the area, what can you do to set the tone at home, that embrace mindfulness so that we can break up with anxiety and anxious thoughts and moving around. You chain smoking and you chain shopping and you chain gambling and you chain making decisions that's not well thought out because you don't trust your thoughts. You just racing through it. Why do you think there's so many workaholics? 9 times out of 9, a lot of them don't really like their job. It's not like people are workaholic because they absolutely just can't really part ways with their job. Part of it is feeling a need to be busy so I don't have to deal with my real issue. So if I can get paid and run from my issue, it's a win-win for a workaholic. And what is the thing they say? I don't want to go home and deal with the fire and not get paid. I'd rather be working overtime, undertime, and get paid to deal with the chaos at the office. At least I'm getting paid. That's what people say. So I want you to know that the mother that's out there, you making rent, you making it work with your budget, with the groceries, okay? You got your kids signed up for different things and you don't even know if you can pay the tuition for it. You are connecting with other mothers and getting the resources you need to show up for yourself. You starting a business, you stop the business. All of those things I want to celebrate you on today. I'm celebrating you. I'm celebrating you. It's not about what I see, but I'm telling you, your keeping power encourages me. Your ability to go forward. That's why I was telling somebody the other day, it doesn't matter the age. I get blessed by younger people. They encourage me. They say some words, even if I'm out and about and I see a young group of African American women and they just saying, hey, they don't have to know you. Or I'm saying, hey, how you doing? And I have this thing where I see young people all the time. I say, hey, handsome, how you doing? Hey, ma'am. You know why? Because I want them to know that I see you. You're visible. I'm not over here bringing correction about, boy, pull up your pants. I'm greeting you with a loving heart first. I'm not getting in your mix like that. I want you to know I see you as a human being. And I'm never too busy to say hi, even on my worst day. Even if it's super triple digits outside or super cold, extending that grace and extending love and kindness and letting people know I'm really big on us really pouring into the younger ones. This is why tonight we're honoring an African American Black woman journey, because like I said on the emails and things, if you're on the email list, countless individuals have had babies during COVID. And I have colleagues that's in infant health and they're giving us reports and they're giving us real life experiences of what they see. And these young mothers are struggling, not only with juggling being a new mom or having another baby during pandemic. You already have postpartum depression that comes up for some people. And then you had a baby at a time, including my grandson who was born. We had to literally get the news video chat. And if the hospital internet was down, we literally had to wait. And being a mother and having your young seeds inside the hospital, y'all know mother bears, we want to make sure don't slice them up. She dilated all the way. Why are you slicing her up? There's no blood pressure issues or no other issues. What's going on? So that sense of advocacy, it was off the radar. It was all God at that point. And that probably happened for a reason for some of us control freaks, so because we had to really rely, Lord, cover them. They in the delivery room. Last time we heard they had 7 centimeters. Now they had 8. Lord, protect the baby, protect the womb, cover the doctors, the nurses, and everybody, right? And so that is why we're honoring our mothers on tonight. We want you guys to know that we see you. We're loving on you. We see that your strength of getting through childbirth since COVID, we're honoring you on tonight. So get you a babysitter, get you something, because we're going to play games. We're going to connect. We're going to have a good time. That's what we all need to be working on. How can you make a good time out of what's going on right now? If you're not in the area, you can still be a part. We want to see your face. We want to go old school with it, where ain't nobody tripping on what you got on. Ain't nobody tripping on if you got a college degree. Nobody tripping if you had the baby at 15. Nobody tripping on if you got a divorce through the situation. Nobody tripping on if you own the bank over here and still got a need to connect. Nobody tripping on if you connected to so many different groups and still feel empty. We take all of that off. We take that all the way off. That is why I'm telling you, women operate in community. That's why you can see a complete stranger and compliment her and turn around and say, girl, where you get them earrings from? We're community based. We're resourceful. And that's why we have this small, intimate space, the 5th year, praise God, where women come and be themselves. Women come and really have a safe place to really share how they truly doing. And when someone else end up sharing, another person say, oh my goodness, I've been through the same thing. And here's what worked for me. What do you think? Cameras off. I don't care what's going on with technology. Can't nobody outbuild the intentions that God set before us. A human connection, a fist bump, a stanky leg. Hey, hey, right? Just connecting, being silly, not being uptight, not tripping on things that we don't have control over. You know, being on the phone with that person that needs to get the support of a therapist and helping her shop around, if you will, to find someone that can connect with her on a level that he or she needs to be connected with. Being a resource to each other, having a play date with the other parent that feel like she isolated. Oh, I feel isolated too, girl. I'm off on Wednesdays. Let's get these kids and let's do some mud pies or let's do some painting. Okay, you get paid on the 5th, I get paid on the 8th. Let's go to the Dollar Tree. Okay, and for some of you guys that have little ones and they coming up, let me tell you some of the things that I found helpful. When you know that you're gonna always have birthday parties, Easter egg hunts, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, all of the different holidays that your family celebrate, and you find yourself constantly renting tables and chairs, that is where you have group economics. Y'all know I'm really pushing that. Group economics says we put our resources together as a group. Doesn't have to be a large group, but a group of people with like values in mind. And we go half. We get on the Facebook marketplace. You get on Craigslist in your area and you find some tables and chairs that's for sale. And you guys go in and you buy them. Group Economics 101. And by the time before you buy them, you would have already had the conversation about where we're going to store the chairs, how many we need to buy based on people's address. If your place is smaller than the other one, then you already talking to the other one, girl, we're going to store them in your garage. Okay, if I live in an apartment, I don't have a garage. Okay, we're going to store them over here at so-and-so house or her mama house or her cousin house or whatever, right? You haven't thought, you thinking it out. And now, instead of you constantly spending every month or holidays for birthday parties for tables and chairs, now you guys have this communication about who's going to use them according to birthdays and different celebrations. That is why it's important to lock arms with people with like minds. So that way you don't even entertain the thought, well, who's going to start cutting up if 2 of our kids got the same birthday month? Or who going to start cutting up if this one wanted for Easter, but then this one wanted for Easter too? I already established you don't need a whole lot of people. Like one of my sisters, me and her did the same thing. We got the tables and chairs because we know Thanksgiving, Christmas, different things. These kids' birthdays is every year, praise God. And so you have the inventory. Now you don't have to keep paying and buying out to someone else. And you keeping that resource right there. So that is an effective way, especially since summer's coming. We did the same exact thing for the bounce houses. Now, bounce houses is a little bit more trickier. There's a lot more maintenance involved. So in your network, you got to have that conversation about who's going to do what. So when you know your kids paying for birthdays, Sundays, and all of that, whether it's a water slide, whether it's just a good old-fashioned bounce house, you got to factor in the size of it, the maintenance, on some level, some insurance, right? Because when you have something like that, you're going to scale. You're going to be able to rent that bad boy out to other people in the family. On your job, girl, I got 2 bounce houses. They're available just like you do a timeshare. People lease them out according to the off season. So this is what the power of getting with other Care Bears like minds, and you start to have the group economics conversation. Like, girl, for years we've been renting bounce houses and tables and chairs for eons of years and shelling out money. When we can really have that amongst ourselves, you don't necessarily need another person either, because some of this stuff is not expensive. But sometimes you resource share based on space. You have someone that's super into cleaning stuff. And so when you do rent out a bounce house, for example, so-and-so has already agreed to do the cleaning after you pick up. So-and-so's uncle got the truck that's going to deliver it. So-and-so husband got a truck that's going, so you have those kind of conversation with impactful, intentional people. And if you don't have these kind of networks around you to even be talking about this level of group economics, that is why you need to come to events like the one we're offering tonight, because now you are going after like minds to be in connection with. Don't make it about, oh, I'm just going to hang out with people over 60 like me. You need to have young folks, youthful folks. If their mindset is in alignment with your core values, doesn't matter the age, because wisdom come in all ages, right? So those are the different things that we really have fun doing, seeing what each other are doing. How are you really doing? What works, what doesn't work, how to stay in tune with your youthfulness. Some people have to be reminded that their phones need to be on vibrate, because the 1.5 hours that you have for yourself is really kind of guiding you to prioritize your needs, because you can be more effective when you're rested. You can be more effective when you have something to look forward to. Some of you guys are experiencing some level of breakdown because you just don't believe that you have something more that's coming better for you. What you see in front of you right now is all you can see for yourself. And that can be very discouraging. You can feel a sense of hopelessness. Nothing's going to get better. But when you're in company with intimate, small space of women that can say, sis, I was there just a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, and this is what helped me. I'm holding space for you, sis. You're going to get through. Call me, text me, pull up on me. I got you. If you don't have it in your family or at work or whatever, in your marriage or whatever's going on with that, sisterhood has changed and shaped this world. All different races and faces have shaped this world. So, and more importantly, make sure that you honor what you need from you and make the decision and go in the direction that fuels what it is that you need right now. And that right there is what I call a happy hour. That's what I call mental wellness and clarity and spiritual alignment. Because spiritual alignment have you busting the U-turn just with no natural sense other than your spirit, the Holy Spirit saying, bust a U-turn and go up over here. As you guys seen that I posted, my daughter was out of town on a travel assignment, and an individual walked up to her and blessed her with $500. This is not a trip she wanted to take. She had been busting some doubles and out of town and building her business and doing things. And y'all know it's hot girl summer for my kids. June, July, and August is my kids, and they summer babies. So summer for us is very busy. And so for her to really go up there and do what she needed to do and get blessed by an individual that otherwise you would have called a homeless looking person. And my daughter thought the woman was joking. She said, no. She says, no, I want to listen. No fake money involved. The woman said she had been waiting on her EDD and got a big back pay, and she wanted to be a blessing. And my daughter and her friend was in position. My daughter was in position to be blessed. And that would not have happened if she didn't make the trip to go serve and do what she needed to do with her gift that God has given her. Turned around full circle. Everything that she was budgeting out for and getting things in order, getting excited for her birthday coming up, praise God, the Lord allowed a stranger disguised as an angel to bless her. So for the person that's hiding on her sofa, hiding behind the internet, that lost your fire, don't know if you want to come out because, oh, by the way, I gained weight. I got to get my hair done. I don't know. These kids is draining me. This man is wrecking my nerves. Come out of hiding. Come out. Come out. Come out. Come out. Because there's some things God want to lay at your feet but we can't get to you because you're hiding. And as we are really reminded that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, I don't want you guys to be up in that house like that. If you live in an apartment, don't even have kids, they all moved out, you get your butt out that house today. You go to the park, playground, watch little youthful kids. I love watching kids and their youthfulness. Instead of having your kids go to the mailbox because you ain't got up and walked to that mailbox, you get up today and you go to that mailbox. If you sit up and saturate and watch TV to the point that you done missed out on life, power that TV off for about 30 minutes. If you haven't read since months of Sunday, find you a good audio book and allow the words of the narrative to pierce you. Get on YouTube and listen to a sermon that tickles your fancy, because you hold the key to your wellness. You hold the key to your wellness. And you know how to be well for everybody else and show up for them to extend yourself. But this tonight, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, is about you being well for you. Dreaming up something a little bit bigger for you. Because you can do it. You're already doing it. But you're doing it for everybody else. So I'll see you amazing beauties tonight. Remember, if you are on a journey and you know yourself more than anyone, you have signs of depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, you can't sleep, you can't focus, you're irritable, you are struggling with some anger issues or whatever that looks like, you can always reach out. We can support you, get you on a journey of your wellness. If you're in the Fresno area, some of you guys have invested in your Escape Lounge gift cards for Mother's Day. We still have those available. You can give your loved ones the gift of Escape Lounge, where they can come physically to the Escape Lounge and relax, or they can also experience self-care on a different level with me by you investing in the gift card. But I want to see your beautiful faces either on tonight on Zoom or physically in Fresno, California. Make sure you click the link and you get yourself in the place. We're going to have an amazing time. And when we get together, oh, baby, it's like you're not going to meet no stranger. Because something about the power of Care Bears United in a most down-to-earth way, normalizing our connection. We don't go around who's the bank of whatever, who's the CEO. We stripe down all titles. We're human beings. The operative word being being. 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 Not human doing, but human beings. Don't that sound good? Don't that sound like some oxtails? Don't that sound like some black eyed peas and okra? Don't that sound like some smothered pork chops? Okay. Y'all know me. I love to get my grub on. So I'll see you beauties later. Make sure you do not bring the kids. This is your time. And you need to start asking for help. Start calling people now saying, I got to go get down there and get a real life hug from Tasha. 1.5 hours ain't going to hurt nobody. Let them know, can you count on, tell them straight up, can I count on you to help me to watch baby girl or baby boy? And of course, you're going to do your due diligence and you're going to get down there tonight and we're going to have a good time. We might do some ice cream sundaes. I don't know how y'all stomachs are set up, but I don't know. We always have something just fun boiling for you because we have to get back to our joyful self. It doesn't mean the situation all around us is all in alignment like we want it to, but there's power in perspective. There's power in women connecting and down to earthness, baby. We gonna groove. We gonna have a good time. We are going to, normalize all the breakthroughs you've gone through. We're gonna have space for you if you want to share your mother's journey, baby. Because y'all mamas out there, baby, when y'all get up, I get up. When y'all get up, I get up. It inspires me as we are still, like we say, we still celebrating Tina Turner's journey as a mother. But I want to hear from you guys because it's time out for you kind of really putting other people's journeys before yours. Baby, you got something to share. I want to see your beautiful face tonight. If you out of state, out of the country, you still can come via virtual. We will be manning those two experiences, but I promise you, you will not log off the same. This is the 5th year of honoring the mother's journey, and we can't do this work without your beautiful face in that space. So I'll see you wonderfuls tonight, 5:30, and the link is going to be in the comments. And really be gentle with yourself. But you beautiful moms out there, basketball moms that are on the road for Memorial Day weekend for the basketball tournament in Vegas and Reno, safe travels, safe travels. And we do have a report that one of our Care Bears, we're gonna keep her nameless. Her and her husband hit a jackpot of $76,000. $76,000 this Care Bear done hit on the machine. Y'all know I don't know nothing about how to gamble and how to push the button. Let me just tell you something else. A week or two later, she won 21,000. Y'all do the math. She told us how much they took out, but nonetheless, baby girl, they done paid off motorcycles, debt. They done sold seed. I'm telling you. And this is not a person who's addicted to gambling. They just kind of did some random stuff, and the Lord just blessed them real good. And she's still in shock. And I was like, girl, you gonna keep going up there? She was like, no, I'm stingy, but I just tried something different. So that is the report. She won't be able to make it tonight, but she gave me permission to share. Of course, not her name, because she don't want people begging, because y'all know how that can get. So I'll see you beautifuls tonight, 5:30, Matters of a Heart, honoring the mother's journey. Make sure you get your doggone ticket, because we is in business to serve. And we got to take that money, redirect it for your goodies. And I will see you beautifuls tonight.